right, here it is. I love this stuff, and I've worked in tech fields for many years, and I mean I haven't for actually many years too, but I'm a tech head, have been since I was 17 years old. Love all this stuff. So STARLINK is the next best thing. I'm not going to have all these details that all these other people might have for you, but I will give you what I know. The satellites are on the horizon, so this picks them up. I believe they're supposed to have like 45,000, 75,000 satellites. When they're all done, it'll link the world with STARLINK, and this provides super fast internet. So the reason I got it now is because roaming opened up. Before, you had to be in an open cell. So like they said, where's your house? Okay, it's it's in this city. Okay, we have availability for you. We have a satellite that's ready for you, and so we'll send you the dish. Well, now it's different, and before it's like if you move to another location, it didn't work because no, you're only good in your cell. Now they implemented roaming, just like on a phone, cell phone, where you roam. So now roaming has people have shown that has worked. So cross your fingers, because it's basically a brick to us if we can't roam. So we will see. But anyway, I'll show you what's inside. Oh, just picked it up. I ordered it last Monday, and today is Tuesday. So it took just over a week from order to receipt. So that's really fast. You have to find an open cell, and where we are right now in Quartzsite, there is an open cell. So I was able to go to that spot. It's actually about 20 miles from here. So we'll see if we're roaming or if it'll work out of the box. So here we go. So I think they call this dishy. They call it a dishy.
Dishy?
The original dish was round, like you would expect. This one is the new model. And let me put this over here. This one's the new model, and it's a rectangle. Apparently it's like almost half the weight as the original, and it uses about, and for us, because we're on solar power, wattage is really big. If you're in a house, you don't care. It's about 40 watts that this uses per hour, so that's not bad. It's still quite a bit if you have it on 24/7, but it looks like this slips into here, and there you have it. That is dishy, I guess that's what they call it. So that's not too bad. The one bummer for us is anything over a postage stamp on the van is way too big.
Exactly.
And so
what the heck are we going to do with that huge monster?
Yeah, but this allows us to go fly fishing in Montana, which we never have done. So.
I want to go fly fishing.
Right, exactly. So now we can fly fish.
We need satellite.
Well, no, because when we won't know what we're doing, so we can Google
where the fish are.
Yeah, what happens when my line runs, stuff like that, and how to cast and all that. So we can sit there with Wi-Fi coming from space, and thanks to SpaceX for putting this together. We can learn how to fly fish in Montana with full internet. We don't need to have a guide. So by the way, this cost $500 for the dish and this equipment, and then it's $99 a month. So for us, it's very questionable because we're not in the van very often. So it'll be, and this is like, done this before. I've had satellite internet at our house in 1995, and it worked, but it was.
You always get the newest, the latest, the greatest toys that are out there.
This has been
typically
out. This has been out for a little while though, but it's basically a brick to me without the ability to roam. So here, I believe, is the router. If it's not, you can leave your comments below.
Believe, you need to be accurate.
Oh, that's
this is an unboxing.
I don't. So what I do when I get interested in something, I kind of flip out to Google, and I join some Facebook clubs. And I've been on a Facebook group, but it's like STARLINK for mobile RVers or something like that. But I kind of learn enough to keep me interested, and then I kind of lose track. So, but I believe this is a router, so this will get the signal and send it to our phones and to our TV and everything else. So we have a ton of space now that we have 2 vans, so this will really work out well.
Right, it's not going in my van.
We have, so it's good that we have 600 feet of wire. Actually, this is 70. I believe this is 75 feet of wire. One thing you have to do, and again, I'm talking before I even got this rolling. You have to have nothing in the horizon, so you can't have big trees around you, big homes, stuff like that. We are in the desert in Quartzsite, so there's nothing here. Now, I'm about 20 miles from the service address that I signed up for, so we'll see if it works here. If not, we have to drive 20 miles to the service address and upload it, because you need to be on the latest firmware version in order for this to work. And but many people are now reporting, and we're talking like days, you know, that the new firmware is coming on the new hardware. So let's hope that's the case. So I'm going to, without reading any instructions, because that's kind of how I work, I'm going to plug it in, I'm going to set it down in the gravel, and I'm going to let it do its thing. And then I will kind of read the directions as it's not working. And then like 6-7 hours from now, I'll really sit down and read the directions when I can't get to work at all. But at first I like to just see what it does. It's not going to hurt anything. So I'm going to plug it into our EcoFlow, and you know, we should be sponsored by EcoFlow, but we're not. But I am going to plug it in the EcoFlow because I think it's a Delta Pro. I think it's very cool. And of course, we're not sponsored by STARLINK or any. We're not sponsored by anybody. So
we can just say this is make up our own name, and the EcoFlow, we can call it something different since nobody's sponsoring us, right?
Yeah. Well, we could, yes. But
you're gonna run that over to the other van.
So I'm gonna run this cable here. This has to plug in over there, and then I'm gonna put the dish out in the middle. And like I said, we're in the middle of the desert, so this thing should work. I think it's got a point. I think it's like northern or something. I don't know. And then again, go to the Facebook group. I think it's called, if you're RV or a full-time traveler, it's called I think RV STARLINK for RV and mobile users or something like that. It's really good. Those people really know their stuff, and much more than I do. But I will soon know, because if the thing is, if it works like this, I don't do any more research. I just enjoy it. But if it doesn't, then I dive into it to see why it's not. But it's pretty cool. This little thing, it's I don't know, it's like 200 pounds.
30 pounds?
200 pounds.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like 15 pounds or something like that.
Looks lighter than that.
It's kind of heavy actually, but
is it? Okay.
we have a lot of room to put this
Yeah.
in the van, so this will really work out well.
Get in your van over there.
I'd like to put it on the somebody did a test. They went 2,000 miles with this on their truck and used it mobile, because it uses like phase array or something like that. And again, I'm over my head. In order to, like, it can, when you're moving, it can be mobile. So some people are trying to set up where you can put this in a satellite dish like RVers have now to get direct TV. They want to do that without STARLINK, just on their own. But anyway, the guy did it for 2,000 miles, and he had internet the whole way. So that's pretty slick. So that'll be my next project after we finish the van build. So anyway, here it goes. Wish me luck. I will report back.
Are you facing the right direction?
I don't know.
Sun's going down over there behind us.
See, at one time when you had, like, even your direct TV, it had to be perfectly spotted. Well, you know, we have a big
Cactus?
no, it's I don't know if it's a cactus, but it's a
utility line.
Utility line. But one time you had to plug it or have it. You had to actually put it where it needed to go. Dishy will. That seems goofy, but that's what they call it. Dishy will find its own spot. So
okay,
what it
Dishy
should do, from the little bit I know, it should go flat. And just because we watched Stuart's video last night, that's the only
Stuart?
reason. Stuart from Escapers, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He did a video on it.
On what's his channel? The Vision.
Claim the Vision.
Claim the Vision. Thanks, Stuart.
So there you go, Stuart. Okay, yeah, a couple more subscribers. So. But with his, it just went flat, like, and then it worked. I think over time. I didn't watch the whole video, but just enough to see it. So anyway, I'm going to plug this into the EcoFlow Delta Pro. It's very dirty. You can do that.
Yeah, licking it'll help.
So we're going to plug this in, and then I'll pull up the app. I think it must obviously be in the app, and we will see what happens. So I'm going through the setup on it. So the app says plug it in, which I have done. So hit next. Connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, so we have Wi-Fi in the 4x4. Alright. Alright, so we have Wi-Fi. I don't know if I have to, maybe you have to pull up STARLINK. This is where, you know, so my sons are IT professionals. They probably know how to do this, but
You are too.
well, a long time ago, like eons ago. So create network, okay. So let's try this. We're gonna try STARLINK. STARLINK 4x4. Well, I guess we won't have a 4x4 for long, so I will do not STARLINK 4x4. I'll just do STARLINK Springer. Alright, reconnect here. Okay, there we go. Oh, check it out. It went flat. I don't know what that means. And again, I'm doing all this without checking anything. So it went flat. The only thing I just don't know, I guess, open Wi-Fi settings. If I go to STARLINK and connect, put my password in. Okay, so it's obtaining the IP address. It says no internet. It's hard to tell if I know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So now it flipped. It says it's offline. It said it's booting. Let's see what it does. So hopefully you guys have like 5-6 hours to sit and watch this dishy with me. It says booting. It says offline. And booting, from what I read, it takes a while. It scans the sky, and then it takes a while. The only question will be, will it be roaming? Because we're about 20 miles from the service location. So it's possible that it is, it's possible that it is looking for the satellites right now. So anyway, I will let you go, and when something occurs that is exciting, could be a few days from now. I will update you in a little bit. Okay, so update. It just said online, except for now it says disconnected. But anyway, that took like 10 minutes, and it said it was online. It says connect to your STARLINK Wi-Fi. Let's see what that is. Maybe it's because I'm not on that Wi-Fi. Let's go on to that Wi-Fi. So this would be pretty cool if it was that quick. Let's see, STARLINK connecting. It says no internet, but let's see what it says back here. Disconnected. Offline searching. Okay, so let's see if it works now. It came up as online. It's possible. I wonder if I should be. I think I'll turn off mobile data just for kicks. All right, so we're back offline. It was just online. I grabbed the GoPro and it went back off. So I will be back. All right, an update. And this has been literally 10 minutes or so. I guess you can look back at the video and you can see when I started this, but I am online. Let me run a speed test. I haven't tried this yet. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, you can. I think this first test is like between my phone and the router or something. Oh yeah, Android and the internet. I don't know, I don't understand it all. I just saw somebody do it the other day. But let's see if it will go to the next test. Because apparently it does 3 tests. Okay, here we go. Router to internet. And I believe it's the next test that really shows your speed. But even so, we're getting like 1.5 megabits per second on our visible plan. And that's lucky. Last night, because we're in Quartzsite, there's not that many people here anymore. We got really not that good. So that's router to internet. It showed 100 megabits per second, which is lightning fast for us. So now let's go and see the next one. Here we go. Now this one, I think, or is this going back? Oh, Android to router. So still for us, this is huge speeds. And the bonus is you can be in the middle of a mountain. I mean, you can't be in the middle of trees. So you have to have view of the sky and the horizon. I don't know all the details, but you have to be where you can see the sky. But if you are, it's fantastic. We went pack rafting last year in the Boise River and there was no internet back there. So it was hard for me to stay more than a night. So we ended up leaving, so I don't know if it's still going or not. Anyway, super fast. It came on really quick. I'm gonna do some other messing around, but Dishy has found his or her satellite. Oh, no, she's moving. So maybe now it just went from flat to angled. I should do the test again. So you can watch Dishy as I do the test here, and I'll tell you. All right, so Android to the internet, it's like 32 megabits per second. Let's see when it goes to, I think from the router to the internet, I believe it was, or maybe it was. So 29 megabits per second. Again, for us is huge. So this is a router to the internet. So this is taking the phone out of it. So 35, 40, 45, 50, 60 megabits per second, 71. So it ended up about 70 megabits per second. So for us, that is lightning fast. We had to use Verizon off my cell phone for like 10 years. We had an unlimited plan at our house that we were out in the rural areas, so that would be spectacular. So very, very fast compared to what we're used to. So anyway, I will report back more, but it's working good.
Any updates?
Yeah, it's working great. Got 170 megabits per second. And I was just checking here to see if it says that it's roaming. So I figured we're 20 miles from, oh, there it is. Let me screen print it. We're 20 miles from our service address. And so I was curious if we're roaming, because roaming is the key. And yes, we are roaming. So
awesome. So
that means that, which I think they're all working now if you have the right firmware, but that means that we can take this to another spot. It's not even it's a home cell service address, so it is working good.
You look pretty chill there. Is it the STARLINK that is chilling you out, or what?
Yeah.
What's the verdict?
It's working good. Yeah. I mean,
easy setup, easy.
It was a breeze. I mean, just set it outside and it found its own satellites and everything. But it's changed a little bit because now roaming is set up. Because we are not in our cell. Our cell is like 20 miles that way. And when I pull it up, it shows that it's roaming. So yeah, it's very fast. I have a feeling they're selling a bunch of them right now.
Yeah.
And because people are getting them, that their cell is booked and they're still getting them, and then this roaming. So hopefully, from what I understand, it was turned on for Ukraine, so Ukraine could have them in their cars and use it when they're, flying.
During this time, yeah.
During the war stuff. But anyway, I don't know if that's true, but hopefully it doesn't get turned back off, because if it does, then we have a brick for us, because the cells are always full. I shouldn't say always full. Many times they're full.
We don't have any rooms for bricks, and we're not stagnant, so that's not going to work.
Yeah, but we don't know if this is staying on or not, but I assume it is, and it is really nice. It's a little big for the van, but everything's big for the van.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure it out, because it's really a game changer. So here we actually get internet, but there's sometimes we don't have internet. And we love having internet. We love being connected. And plus, this is a fun little thing. It's just a lot of cord. The router's fairly big. The dish is... Apparently, the dish is much smaller than it was originally. So that's good. Maybe the next variation will be even smaller. But it'll be fun.
The other thing that I've noticed, too, I'm uploading a video right now. And it is a lot faster than normal. Really, it's at 60% already, and I just started the upload 3 minutes ago, so a lot faster than typically uploading a video. So that is it. That is our information, Bob's information, happy guy on Starlink. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for leaving all your comments on all our videos recently, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. See you on the next video. Have a good night.